Welcome back to ermovieon. This time we will discuss the film entitled Jjang from Korea, which was released in 2020. We recommend that you watch the film in full first, and if you want to watch it again, you can watch it on this channel. Without further ado, we will immediately discuss this film. Don't forget to prepare snacks and enjoy. This film begins with a man named Ji who is actually a high school student. He is about to be expelled from school by the principal because of his delinquent behavior and bullying other students. His brother then tried to persuade the principal by asking for a lighter punishment than expulsion. However, because of his excessive behavior, he was still expelled. Even so, he didn't even care and instead made fun of the principal. Because of that, the principal then transferred him to another school. The school turned out to be an abandoned school, which was not actually a former prison building. The students also had at least one criminal record. The next day, Ji then went there and expressed his ambition to control this school as he had done before. Suddenly a ball hit his face and a gang of criminals came towards him. Seeing them, Ji became even more excited and was going to fight them all.
싸움의 법칙 하나. 상대가 사정권 안에 들어오면 주저 말고 버텨라.
He wanted to hit them. Suddenly they apologized to Ji and said that it was an accident. They even asked by asking him. Now Ji was very confused about this. Then he met the principal in a dirty room. The principal then checked his profile. The principal didn't care about his academic grades and even asked about his fighting abilities, which made Ji even more confused. The principal didn't want to answer his confusion and just ordered him to go to his class. On the way to class, a student looked at him geekily and Ji then asked him where his class was. This student answered him in a friendly manner, but he was disturbed by Ji. When he arrived at his class, then immediately asked them who was the strongest there and even made a verbal fight, but everyone didn't care and instead ignore it. Suddenly the bell broke for lunch while drinking and everyone there left the classroom. Ji followed them all and directed them to the basement. It turned out almost all the students were there and it looked like a nightclub. There the main stage was the fighting arena where they fought one-on-one every day. His friend then told him that this was our main activity as students, where fighting is a must and official. Others can also bet and we can earn a lot of money from betting and weddings. Even some teachers also come here to earn money. There is also a strange rule that Ji must know: they cannot fight outside the arena. This rule was made because all the students were criminals and they thought fruit might be a good idea to make it a legal and official fight here, so that the strongest will become king, and teacher can also prevent unwanted accidents such as murder. Now the king is a student named Daehun High. He is a very strong student who is also being looked at by the national MMA club. But he is now missing due to an accident. Because of that, the king's position is now being sought. There are 3 students who are the first strong candidates. There is a judo athlete named Jeet who can break bones easily. Second is a psychopath fighter who is called Hot Dog because he is like a crazy fighter since his family died, and the last is Sick, who is actually the best candidate. Overall, almost everyone is betting on being the next king. It turns out Sick is actually a former student who looks at the geeky handsome and Ji once bullied him. The next day Ji immediately approached Sick to fight with him, but Sick calmly rejected his offer. He was still stubborn enough to invite him to fight. Seeing this, Sick called his men to teach him a lesson. Ji was very surprised when he saw that they had muscular bodies.
씨발 새끼가. 다음 주면 갚을 수 있다는데 너 왜 자꾸 나한테 지랄이야? 하던 거 맞아 해. 어?
대가리 들어라 이 개새끼야!
In the end, G was beaten to the ground and intimidated by all of them. Then he ordered him to strip, and it turned out he was wearing Hello Kitty panties. They took her photo and spread it all over the school. Now everyone calls her Hello Kitty. After that incident, G's ambition overflowed and he enrolled in a fighting club starting from the lowest rank. There he saw sick fighting and taking down his enemy easily. G was very surprised and now he was afraid of him. The next day he started his first fight there. Confidently he underestimated his enemy, but apparently he was hit several times, even cornered because he only knew about street fighting style. Now he was getting used to the real fighting style and turning the tables by using his head. He then took him down and won the match. First of all, everyone was shocked by the results and they lost their betting money. However, G was still not satisfied with his abilities and started training hard. Day by day he wins another match and gets some money from it. On the other hand, the principal turns out to be bankrupt because he lost a bet because of G. He then orders Jiti to beat him in the next match, knowing that the next match will be against a judo athlete. G also learned from YouTube how to win a fight with a judo athlete. The next day the fight arrived. The match started with G punching Jeet several times in the face, but Jeet didn't feel anything and even slammed his body hard several times. It turns out he is now using his trick against the judo athlete by taking off his clothes, so he can't slam him easily. By using this trick, G doesn't get any more slams and hits him over and over again until he fallen. Now Hello Kitty has also won the hearts of the students. Hearing this, Hot Dog comes to challenge her. Without much saying, they had set the date for their match. The day of the match finally arrived and both of them were confident that they would win the match. When the match starts, G fights with his usual fighting style, but Hot Dog has a different fighting style. He is very fast and able to beat him like crazy. Now the Hot Dog dominates the match until suddenly the talisman falls and disappears. Because he was too confident in his talisman, he lost his cool and G easily beat him many times until he fell.
더 또라이가 되라.
Everyone cheered to support her as the winner today. Hello Kitty, hello Kitty. Surprisingly, the king returned. Everyone felt the missing king at this school. He asked her not to disturb their fight, but she ignored, and even he removed every rule there. He wanted the students to fight whenever and wherever they want. He also wanted to fight to the death. Hearing this, Sik threatened him and they left. They then went to the basement and started fighting privately. Using his MMA fighting style, he tried to lock him up. But it seemed he was too strong and was able to release the lock by giving a strong blow to Sik. Then Sik received several blows on his body and Daehun Byak hit him in the face until he fell. Not satisfied with that, he even beat Sik's subordinates hard. Jeet and Hot Dogs were also defeated by him. Now that the king has returned and rules the school, everyone must obey his orders or they will be beaten to a pulp. Some of them also became his subordinates by force. Several months passed and no one fought in the dungeon anymore. Everyone cannot carry out their activities freely, including our hero Ji, who is advised to hide by his football player friend. One day Daehun Byak finally looked for Ji. He asked Bayer to bring him to him, but Bayer instead told Ji so he could hide and run away. It turned out that Daehun Byak found out and beat him up badly. Knowing that his friend had been beaten, he came back to confirm it. When he saw the football player being beaten and bullied, he suddenly came to Daehun Byak alone. When he wanted to fight one-on-one with him, Daehun Byak seemed too lazy to fight with him and ordered his subordinates to beat him.
덥지? 좀 벗을까?
Because he was outnumbered, Ji was beaten, but it seems that Ji's former enemy came to help him at Jeet Hot Dog and Sik came to beat him up. Now the king of the school or Daehun Byak has to fight with Ji. They go to a room where no one can disturb them. There they exchange blows and fight evenly. However, because of his strength, Ji receives more blows and is cornered. However, because of his ambition and motivation to defeat this villain, he was able to turn the situation around and bring him down so that he won the fight. At the end of the film, the underground room was busy again. The fight continued without leaving any bets. It turned out that the School King or Iron Fist or Daehun Byack was missing again. Ji and Sik finally fought in the final round of the tournament. End. Okay, that's all for today's video. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment and share wherever you like. Thank you for watching. See you in another video. I hope you are always in good health and given ease in all your affairs.